You've watched a whole bunch of videos where they told you that when you eat salt, it's bad for your health. In fact, they even go specifically to tell you that when you eat salt, it causes hypertension, it causes high blood pressure. And so because of that, some of you have abandoned salt. Yes, you eat food and then you don't even want to see salt passing by. But in this video, I'm going to teach you something that nobody tells you. In fact, I'm going to teach you something that your doctor didn't even tell you. So make sure you stay around to the end because today's own is very, very important. Now listen, make sure you watch this video to the end. Don't watch it to the middle and then scroll away. When you scroll away, don't go and say that I said. Make sure you watch the video to the end to get the full information. And yes, if you know somebody who is in this condition, either them having hypertension, now developing the hypertension, make sure you share this video to them. And then I have some good news for some people that have been requesting some videos in my comment section. We are going to talk about something very, very special. Now, before we go into the video, my name is Mr. Madugu. I'm a registered nurse, and every single day I teach you something that will keep you away from the hospital. I always teach you something that nobody is ever going to tell you. Now, today's one is basically salt, right? Yeah, I know you've been told that you're not supposed to eat salt. Yes, because when you eat salt, it increases your sodium levels. And then one property or one thing that sodium does is that sodium tends to hold on to water. And so because of that, when you eat a lot of salt, there's going to be a lot of water inside your body. Now, when there is a lot of water inside your body, it automatically means that you have a lot of blood inside your body. And the more blood that you have, the more pressure you are going to get. Yeah, it is true. But there is something that you don't know. First of all, I want to break it to you to know that salt is not an enemy. In fact, salt contains an element that is very, very important to our body. But there are some people there that are sensitive to salt. And because of that, when you go to the hospital, you talk to your doctor and your doctor tells you that you should avoid salt. So yeah, you came home with a good news, told your wife, told everybody that now you're not going to be eating salt anymore. But you have a problem. Let me tell you something. You see, all the big food companies, they don't care about you. Let me make it clear for you. It doesn't matter if this advertisement have been vetted and approved by wine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the quantity of awards that company have won. What those companies care about is that they want to make you addicted to their food so that you keep coming, and they keep collecting and collecting your money. That is their purpose. Listen to me very carefully. You see all those foods that are kept on the shelf. One thing that they use to preserve them is salt, which is sodium. It's just like the way those days we used to dry fish, and when they dry the fish, they add salt to it, and that salt is able to preserve that fish to last longer. It's the same thing that they do. If you are somebody that you want to be free from salt, or you want to eat a diet that don't contain salt, it's not the table salt that you're supposed to avoid. It is these cell foods that you're supposed to avoid. The reason is simple because these cell foods, the salt or the quantity of salt that is inside them, no, it's not a joke. In a day, every adult is supposed to consume about 2 grams of salt every single day. Are you listening? When you take 1 tablespoon and then you fetch the salt, that salt is what you are supposed to consume throughout the day, from morning, afternoon, evening, throughout your day. That's the quantity of salt you are supposed to consume. But here is the interesting thing. Those foods that you pick from the shelf, one of those foods can contain about 5 to 10 teaspoons of that salt just inside one tin of that food. And then you can eat about 2 of that in a day. So just imagine where you are taking yourself. You told yourself that you are going to free yourself from salt, but look at what you are consuming. You are even consuming more than what is required. So let me tell you something. It's not about staying away from salt. It's about staying away from the foods that contain excess salt. So this is what you're going to do for me. If you are somebody that you want to stay away from salt, you need to cook your food in your house and then make sure you consume the required amount of salt. You can talk to your doctor, and that is going to give you a better result than avoiding salt itself and then consuming things that contain the element that is contained in salt, overdose of that element. Now, here is the most important information I want to deliver to you, and I want you to remember this and take it home. When you consume 1 teaspoon of salt in a day, you are supposed to consume 2 times that teaspoon of potassium. The reason is because sodium and potassium are elements that balances your body out. So listen to me very carefully. If you are somebody that you are hypertensive and then you have a kidney that is well functioning, and also you're not taking medications that keep this potassium accumulated inside your body, this is what I need you to do. After you have eaten each of your meals, I need you to consume foods that contain a lot of potassium. Number 1 is banana. Now listen, banana contains enough potassium But you need to eat about 10 pieces of banana in a day to get the required amount of potassium you need. But that is not going to be tolerated by people that have diabetes. If you are a diabetic patient, the reason is because banana contains a lot of calories, okay? It contains a lot of sugar. So if you are a diabetic patient, you can't tolerate that. If you are diabetic, this is what I need you to stick to. Take coconut, okay? Coconut contains a lot of potassium, and then coconut sugar level is not dramatic. Another thing that you can take is avocado, and also you can take mango. Mango contains enough potassium that can also take you through your day. And then the last one is all those vegetables that grow above the ground, including tomatoes, green leafy vegetable, cucumber, carrot, lettuce, cabbage. Yes, you can consume all those things. All those things contain enough potassium. So even if you have a lot of salt in your body and then you have enough of that potassium that can help you counteract the effects of that sodium, you are not going to see the effect of that sodium in your life. Are you listening? The point is not about avoiding sodium in your life, but I told you that those sodium has an important or integral function that they play in your body. That sodium is responsible for your nerve function. At the same time, it's responsible for keeping water inside your body. That means it controls your blood pressure. If you don't have enough sodium, it can lead to hypertension and then it can lead to dizziness. You fall, hit your head, and then complications can come. So it's not about avoiding the sodium completely, but it's about balancing things out. It's about knowing what you are doing and when to do it. So listen to me very carefully. If you are somebody that you want to avoid salt in your life, this is what I recommend you to do. After breakfast, drink one coconut. And then after supper, I don't recommend you to eat 3 times in a day, especially if you are somebody who has a sedentary work. You're not supposed to eat 3 times a day. I've made a video on that. So after supper, you can consume one avocado, and that is going to help maintain your potassium level. And then that potassium level is going to balance the sodium level out, and then you are free and fine. The only thing that you need to avoid is to avoid foods that are on the shelf. My name is Mr. Madugu. I'm a registered nurse, and every single day I teach you something that you will never know. If you find this video helpful, make sure you share it to that friend that needs to hear it. And also, if you have any question, let me know in the comment section because I'll be glad to answer every single question, clear everybody's doubts. That is what I do. You can go through my videos and see how we do it. And then if there is a need for me to answer your question with another video, I'll do that and then we'll talk more. Okay? Charlie, stay healthy and stay safe. I keep telling you that always make sure you take care of yourself because there is somebody somewhere that is counting on you. If you mess up, you've messed up that person's life. So yeah, look around you and know who you are supposed to live for. And then, yeah, let me make this announcement. Next month, we are going to be dedicating this channel to teaching about hypertension and diabetes. If you have somebody or you know somebody who have a doubt about their condition, bring them down here because next month we're going to explain every detail about this thing because it looks like a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions and then things that they don't understand about their health. So instead of them doing things like this, they tend to do things like this and then it leads to a lot of problems. Next month is going to be dedicated to teaching diabetes and then hypertension. If there is something that we are going to chip in, we will chip it in. But next month is going to be dedicated to teaching diabetes and hypertension. So if you know somebody, share this channel to them, let them join. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because that's where it is going to be in a playlist form. TikTok doesn't allow to do playlists, okay? So go on our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, go on YouTube, search RN Madugu School of Good Health will pop up. You see our cartoons, and then make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. And the next one, we are going to be talking about exercise. Yeah, I know you've heard everybody telling you that exercise, 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 and it's funny to you at some point. At times it passes through your ear and it passes over here. I'll tell you about it because it is very, very important to understand that before you are age 30. Yeah, it's shock you on. We'll talk about it. Stay healthy and stay safe. Peace.